Guys, it's popping. It's Life and Times, guys. Look, man, this is a treat. This is a treat because this is something I've been wanting to happen. I have had the opportunity to watch this individual grow from really underground to where he's at now. I mean, he's getting thousands of views on videos now. Faces on billboards. He's getting right. You know what I mean? And I want this interview not to only just be informative about who the person is, but also just be a testament of put the work in. This is somebody that's put the work in from every step of the way and made it work. That's the biggest thing. You have to make it work. But without too much talking, let's go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
Briss don't miss. Huey Briss himself.
How you doing, man?
I'm better.
I'm better. That's good, especially to start the year. You know what I mean? Always being better. Grace Park legend. You know what I mean? This is a great episode. You know what I mean? We have so much to talk about, a lot, and I'm not gonna talk too much about it. But I've been listening to you probably since Ash Lightly.
Shit.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
I can't even remember where I recorded that shit at.
Yeah.
I'm really trying to think who recorded that.
I know, because that was the first time I'd ever heard of Seafood Sam, too.
That's my dog.
Yeah.
He's on there? He's on that side?
You talked about him. You can hear his voice in the background.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, and then that's what it kind of branched me off to that's I'm like, bro, it's crazy to see the trajectory of where everything's went. You know what I mean? And I remember because I listened to it off Hot New Hip Hop.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
how old
Shit, you have to download that
I
shit.
had to download it. That's all. I had it on. I remember going to school trying to put people on to it because I was really early on to a bunch of shit, and I was like, yeah, this is it. This is hard. That's what I was like. But you haven't. All you did is grow from that, and I think it's crazy. But that's 2014.
God,
I think.
damn.
Yeah, I was a year out of high school.
God damn.
I think so. Yeah, or no, a year before I graduated high school. It was my 11th or 12th grade year.
It's like a million years ago.
Hey man, but it's important to talk about things like that. You know what I mean? Because that's for me that was such a cement and a really important part of your footstep too. Because I feel like after that they started really covering you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I started to see a lot more, and I was like, and this is before the algorithm made you see things that you looked into.
Exactly.
I was like, oh yeah, no, you're on the upward trajectory. But I got ahead of myself. But for people that don't know where you're from, let's just get that out first. You know what I mean? So, what was your upbringing like and things of that nature? If you don't mind sharing it with us.
It was kind of unique. Long Beach, California. I was born on the east side, raised on the north side. My dad's family was all Christians, and my mom's family was all Muslims. So it was super, and they beefed. So it was super weird. I would go to church on Sundays, temple on Thursdays, walk in one grandma's house. She's praying on the floor on a rug. I just want to get some fucking milk. What the fuck is going on in here? And then other grandma would have her things, she did rituals, and I'm just very highly confused and very rebellious childhood. I did not agree with
what was going on.
Hell no. She was whack.
I mean, and I can understand. I think, even taking from, like I said, that interview that I was looking at, the one recently, I don't know how many people would have been able to go through what you went through. And I feel like it's a testament for real because having to go through the whole, you don't gangbang, you're in a very predominant gangbang area and trying to balance the I'm not trying to get into it, but I can't kind of go around it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's difficult. You know what I mean? To say the least.
It was times we almost was about to do shit. We was right there. Could have did it that Thursday, but so and so didn't come. You gotta wait till Sunday. Thinking back, ooh, I didn't. When they say you dodged a bullet, I'm like, ooh.
For real.
A few of them.
A couple.
Physically.
But I believe it. I'm like, no, you were talking about, you had said a testament about, having to read people's foot, how they move around and stuff like that, trying to really understanding people's body language. You know what I mean? It's survival. You know what I mean? It's really survival of the fittest. That's really what it is. And then, like you said, going home and trying to the whole finding Jesus and trying to really understand your own path in religion, of, besides of the influences that, your families would have had on you. I think that's insane.
That shit got really confusing after a while. You had to look, wait, is this what I feel is cool? Like, is what I feel like this is good? It's is my interpretation of it wrong?
Yeah, or is it just what I'm being, kind of influenced by?
And then you have people trying to scare you straight, like you're gonna burn and die in hell if you don't fucking do this and that. It's am I actually? Is that a metaphor?
Is it a real thing? No one's giving any answers, just threats. You know.
Yeah, no one's came back and told me they pushed the hell narrative on me more than you're going to heaven, and I'm damn, can I go? Can I get a chance at rejoicing with my Lord?
Can I get some positivity? You know what I mean?
No, you just sang in church, and then after church, you just give your money to the pastor and pray he didn't buy a Porsche.
A couple of them.
He had a nice ass car and a better house than us.
I feel like that's so weird, and not to make this a crazy super thing, but I was like, okay, yeah, we're good. Thank you so much. Yeah, you're good. Come on. You're good. Not to make this a crazy thing, but I was having this not argument, but a talk about people with super churches. And I was like, I don't understand not I guess the narrative, but the understanding of dog, that's their money. You're giving them millions of dollars a week or a weekend or whatever. And yeah, sure, the church is nice, but they have it looks like fucking Rolling Loud.
And they're not paying no taxes.
And they're not paying no taxes. They're taking jets to conferences. That's not
writing shit off.
Super crazy. And it's I feel what's the we can't be in the God to get rich. That's not the right way to go about it. And then but then they said, well, it's modernized. You're trying to get young people to join the church. I said, but if they want to join the church, they're gonna join the church. You know what I'm saying? Half the time, they're not going to go to a mega church. They're going to go to the grandma's church that has 56 of the same original members and the same pastor.
It hurts when you look at your pastor and he's rocking snakeskin boots and fucking... I miss the church when you just got your little grape juice and your fucking cracker and some donuts and you go fucking home, man.
And that's all you had. That's it. You know what I mean? You learn a little bit and that's it.
I got the best sleep in church. I would fall asleep in the back of that motherfucker and be gone.
Me too.
You get pinched you get pinched
hard too.
That shit hurt. You wake up oh, that's what hell feels like. Grandma's pinch.
Grandma's pinch right to the middle of the neck.
Hurts.
I mean, I'm telling you. I don't know. I feel like it's tough to bring children to that type of real serious church and be stay awake. Yeah. It's 6 a.m.
Yeah, we've been singing for 2 hours.
I've been on my feet for 2 hours. Yeah. I've been fanning people for 2 hours. Yeah. Come on, man.
Usher coming by, pointing at you wake him up.
Wake him.
Come on.
You know what
I used to try to sit way at the end.
In the darkest part of it.
Exactly. So I could just get a quick little. And then I got to the age where she would be like, you don't got to come if you don't want to. Stop going.
Never.
Once she said that.
I feel like it's important as a child to kind of have, important with a grain of salt, but it's important to kind of have the church structure. You understand what it is and, whatever, and then you can kind of make your own decision as you get older in age.
Because you got to go make your own decisions either way.
Either way. They're not doing it forever.
What am I going to do? What's the point of this? I'm okay, I get it. We're doing this. It's a routine, Saturday night. My dad is drunk as shit. You're trying to get this dude to come to church. He's not coming.
Not coming.
Period. He's asleep. He's hungover. And then I'm seeing all kinds of badass kids in here. And it's just then I got to go to children's church.
Oh, yeah.
I have to wake up a little earlier for that. Oh, my God.
Yo. It's crazy too. I hated the way that they did children's church.
Oh, my God.
It is.
Oh my fucking God!
I remember it way too crisply, and I was like, damn! If I could have never went to that shit,
would have never went.
Would have never did it. That shit was terrible.
It's I remember the scripture,
the whole joint.
At one point, I was remembering scriptures too good. I'm using this shit in school and shit.
No, and it is crazy because I always kind of thought it was kind of like how school reuses curriculum and stuff like that. Because depending on your age, you'll do 1 through 5th grade. Be okay, you're gonna hear those same stories the same way, the same giving, the same whatever, the same participation speeches and all that. And it's like, dog, it's like then you're just reciting them. You know them so well, and it's like you don't really learn much. It's just like
Memory.
memory, it's just repetition. And it's like, I don't know, I'm not 100% sure on that. But when you get older and you go to those bigger things, it's way deeper and way more. I'm like, you guys could just do that for the kids. Like, you might as
Yeah,
well.
it's like it becomes like school again. It was just another. It's like school, church, exercise, like sports.
Yeah, no, literally. And I mean, even to get off that though, but how did it like kind of shape like your upbringing once you kind of like were able to think for yourself though?
I like. I don't know. It kind of made me a little bit like. I'm trying to think of the word. Like not like quirky, but like I had like a very unique point of view because I would just look at shit and be like, it already changed. It already made me not trust what I was.
Yeah,
I would look at something and be like, is this what I'm actually looking at, or is this like what they want me, or are they trying to force something upon me?
yeah,
From everything I look
everything,
at,
yeah.
like even gang banging and being in the streets, I'm like, am I actually selling weed, or am I selling weed for me? How much am I giving back to you? Like,
is this a fair trade?
what
or
is
it-
going
yeah,
on here? Who's the leader? Who's the Jesus of this weed shit?
of this weed shit?
And I'm like, it just made me, it made me very unique. Now that I look back, I probably was like blowing people's minds with the questions I would ask. They'd be like, dog, just.
Tell me the weed, folks.
talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
So once I started thinking for myself, I got super rebellious. Like I was like, I can't do this school thing. I'm not doing this like you telling me I gotta come in the house at 8 thing.
Street lights.
All these things that they kept putting on me. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do what I want to do. Eventually, your arm will get tired from whooping me. Like, eventually, I'm gonna outlast.
What you're doing, the punishment.
Which is why I'm even here today. Is like I'm like, oh, this how long? So how long is this punishment? Okay, let's see, because I'm gonna outlast the pain with anything y'all put on me. It's like I don't give a shit. Like
Nah, I mean, and I kind of feel like that. Like you have very rebellious music.
oh yeah,
You know what I mean? It's very much, we make the rules. You know what I mean? Type deal. And it's like I can see it now. You know what I mean? Like they always say like the kids that were very much in the church household end up being very much on the more rebellious side because they didn't get to live any life.
not at all.
They missed so much of it, or what they saw was so little. It becomes attractive. It's kind of like a moth to a flame in a situation. You know what I mean? So I can see it. You know what I mean? But when did the music kind of start for you though? You know what I mean? Let's go as far back as we possibly can.
'Cause I remember like 2011 is when I maybe 2011 is when I recorded my first song, but I performed before I recorded a song. I was like I came in backwards.
That's super crazy. Yeah.
Performed a song over a YouTube beat. I was like probably one of the first people in my area to do that. Like I didn't even record the song. I just brought it to Gilmore Music Fest on like Cherry and fucking 7th
Jesus.
in Long Beach. Did a show there with Redbag, my boy Redbag.
Yeah, Redbag is fire too.
We did a show, broke the mic. They tried to get me to pay for the mic. Didn't do that. But I had like some program. I'm trying to remember the program. It was like Audacity.
Oh, yeah, Audacity. It was like gray. It was like all gray and like the very like textile. Very.
My uncle left the computer at my grandma's house, and I was recording on there, but it was like on the. I think I recorded that bitch on a. I'm trying to think of the mic I
Like a
used.
snowball.
Hell no, this is like
Worse than that.
bullshit. Like I had
Oh,
some
man.
bullshit. Like it was like my uncle tried to rap, and then he had like some little equipment over there, and I recorded it on the equipment. I actually mixed it pretty well now that I think back.
For what it was.
Yeah, it was a song called Chalk Zone I recorded.
Huh.
Because I was talking about the fucking cartoon.
Cartoon. That was a great show.
I missed that show.
I don't make fucking cartoons like they used to anymore.
The first 2011 is when I remember starting.
Yeah.
Like I was like, oh, this is
Was the
this is what I
beginning.
want to do. Living at my grandma's house on the east side on like Willow and Atlantic over there in that area, like Wrigley District, Signal Hillish
Signal Hill, yeah.
area.
I thought it was. I didn't want to be wrong, so I didn't say it.
Signal Hill, but then the rigs are like on Long Beach Boulevard. It was terrible. And I used to do shows in the beginning. I did hella shows now that I think about
That's
it.
super crazy.
Hella shows. I would just perform anywhere I could in Long Beach. Like,
No stage fright. Just
nah, hell nah. I was too naive for that. In my brain, I was selling the shows out.
yeah. I mean, but you know what though? The confidence. You gotta have that. You gotta have that confidence. You know what I mean?
Pure delusion.
Hey, fuck it.
It was like, this nigga is like, I thought you had to break something every show. I thought that was
Oh, sweet.
like, in my brain, I was like, oh, we throwing chairs, we're breaking shit. Like,
Breaking mics.
I think I opened up for Nipsey Hussle in like 2014.
Hey, recipes.
Opened up for him at the Levels Lounge in San Pedro. Was it San Pedro? Yeah. And then I didn't have none of those songs recorded that I don't even think I had a real song recorded.
I said, were you just freestyling over them, or were you
I
just
had songs written,
written down? So you just,
but
oh,
I
wow.
never recorded them.
That's crazy. Your memory's insane too.
Thinking back too, like it wasn't even that many studios to record in.
At least not in Long Beach.
Fuck no. They was charging, if there was a studio, they was charging you so much.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying. I don't know, like especially in 2000, at least 2011 and 2015. I don't think anyone I've ever met.
I don't think
like,
anyone
we're
had
going,
a mic.
We're going to the studio and down. I'm like, what the fuck?
Fuckers will pull out like go on a grandma's computer.
Hold it up. Yeah,
figure
right.
that out.
Yeah, that's crazy. Because so if you started in 2011 and Ash Lightly was in 2014, that's crazy.
Yeah, it had to be like in that era. It might have been a little after. Ash Lightly might have been like 2014, like the end of it.
Yeah.
Because I had just stopped. I had tried to put out this other tape, Expectria or some shit. That might have been after.
This is when you were LB or
Exactly. And I was trying to. I don't even remember that era like that. Like, I do remember it, but like. I don't like. I'm trying to remember like who recorded these songs.
Yeah,
how did they get mixed? Who
was there? Who was there?
They'll tell me later, probably when they see.
When they see this, they'll be like, it was me, nigga. Like,
Motherfucker, don't try to.
how you not remember that? Yeah, yo, bro.
What is that? 10, 20, 15 years
Like
ago?
15 years.
Yeah, my kid is 6 now, so it's like.
Yeah, because yes, I met you. You didn't have a kid. Yeah, you're at all. So I'm like, you know, and we were talking about before this. I mean, because after that, I don't even know how that even happened. But I was like somehow
Twitter?
probably like Twitter was really
on
young
Twitter.
then. Yeah, and then I probably reached out and I ended up doing we ended up doing the little things shit like that. But I was like, I feel like it gave me some type of like, I guess hope. Because I was like, damn, you're doing it by yourself. I feel like that was super early in like the independent, because that was still when everybody was trying to get record deals, but you was just doing it.
Yeah.
And that's I was like, that's just kind of crazy. Like,
That shit was way better back then. Now that I think about it.
what made it better?
It was like, you just had, if you fucked with Wiz, you just had to go to Dat Piff. That was it.
Yeah.
I don't even think Dat Piff was making money off of that shit. They were probably getting data,
I probably get date like, well, I mean,
advertising maybe.
I remember like when Wayne would drop, like the whole shit would crash, and I was like, wonder what that does. Like do they get paid? There's no way they can pay through clips if the albums are free.
Advertising, it had to be.
That would be the only thing.
I had shit downloaded.
Yeah, that's like files on files on files.
I had Wale mixtape about nothing and Cushion Orange Juice and all that shit. All Currency's whole catalog. I got shit from Currencies that I wish I could get right now. Like I wish I could get like all those old shit.
No,
that Piff probably still got it.
They probably still do. I mean, I know they were. I forgot. Was it? I don't know if it was last year or the year before last. They were talking about they were going bankrupt. They were gonna like close the doors.
We're trying to figure out how they even.
I was trying to figure out how they were still alive.
I thought y'all been gone.
No, they. I don't know who's still dropping on that. People, it's kind of like Spinrilla and all that other shit went away. Like
Hot New Hip Hop still here, ain't it?
Yeah, but that's because they got but they ended up starting to do like other
blogs.
ventures, other blogs, and now they do videos. So they kept the channel alive. They do a lot of the whole like how to roll shit.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
You know what I mean? So
Content,
and they were early on it though. They were really, really early as far as like a blog turning into like a YouTube channel.
Daily Chiefers,
Yeah.
Hot New Hip Hop. If that Hot New Hip Hop posted me, I was geeked. I was like, "Ooh, we're on a blog." Like they wrote up about you. Like,
They do a whole thing, and I remember I used to go on it every day and just look for new shit. And your shit was the little front page new release shit. And I said, "Who the fuck is this?" I said, "All right,
great.
that shit was crazy." And I can't remember any of the song names, but you had one on there that I played. Like I think I played the fuck out of it. Like I played it out, and I was like, it was like the Labyrinth one. There was a nigga talking about
Labyrinth.
Yeah.
I did that at E-Dub's house. The homie Eric Nelson. He record.
wow.
He video. I don't want to say shoots. Every time I say shoots, it sounds crazy. But like he shoots video of Kanye now. Like I think he's shooting like his fucking like Lyfe documentary or some weird shit like that.
He went crazy.
What? That was my guy. We recorded that in his back house. His mom used to like let us. He would leave the room and his mom would be like, are you guys okay? Like you guys been in here for like 10 hours. Like, is he okay? Like I'm like, he's good. We're just recording music. She's like, that's all you guys are doing. Like I'm like, yeah, and smoking weed. Like
At the same time,
fucking back house in Highland Park. Like
oh shit.
it was insane, dude. Like he used to come pick us up in his Jeep and record. What the fuck was the name of that? Was Labyrinth on Ash Lightly?
Yeah, Labyrinth was the third song on Ash Lately. I remember that because it was right in the middle. Because it was only like 5 songs and shit like
I
that.
remember that. That was super. We mixed the fuck out of that. Like we was sitting there mixing that 30 times.
It sounded really good.
Homie Hans made the beats. I miss him.
Shout out to Hans.
Miss Hans, man.
man.
Yo, Hansi, he was a good ass producer. Fuck, man, I miss that era.
It was. I mean, that's where like I feel like the base is for a lot of like artists like you that are It's,
What was the cover for Ash
It was
Lightly?
green. It was like a Viet. It was like a Viet.
Boom. Steph made the cover. He made collage art.
Yeah, it was like rice fields with people in handcuffs. It looked.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, because you did. I'm surprised I even remember that well, but it was such a pivotal album for me.
Fucked me up with that because I remember, damn, Sifu gonna trip. That was the homegirl. She went to USC for art. And I just asked her one day, like, yo, can I get some? We didn't even know how she looked for years.
Fuck
We
it.
just seen her page, and I was
Yeah.
just like, man, I need some art. And she was like, pick from one of these. And I was like, cool. And then she started doing custom art for the homie, and I was like, damn, I wanted some custom shit.
Yeah, exactly. No, because you did that. Then it was like the wax or something wax. I can't remember the
Black wax.
Yeah,
that came after that.
It came after
that.
And then like it was
Sidekick files and shit. That's when I started building it up.
yeah. You started dropping so much more consistently after that, and I was like, oh yeah. But you just kept being covered. I mean, I know Hip Hop loved you.
That was it.
Yeah, it was.
That was my guy. One of my guys worked at Hot New Hip Hop. I thought I was so cool. I put like professional gentleman of leisure, and I'm like, yo, can we take that off now? I'm not trying to be, no pimp shit at all. I thought I was like super cool at the time.
I mean, but you gotta understand too. Like I said, like as part of the original, I would say the original underground stuff before the original independent artists. That wasn't happening. You know what I mean? Like you would have to either be on some label, have a crazy cosign or something, or like even if you knew somebody, that wasn't gonna also get you anywhere. The shit still had to be good. Like
Tyler was sending shit all the time. He was mad at Two Dope Boys.
They was just sending him.
Dope Boys never posted my shit either. Barely. Now they do.
Now they do. Yeah.
Back then, never. That was a big deal. Ill Roots posted my shit.
Ill Roots, I feel like is definitely a lot more tapped
Yeah,
in.
and they posted my shit too. I thought I was so cool when they posted my shit.
Everybody wanted an Ill Roots post though.
We used to go to Ilmore at South by. Oh my God. We used to travel to go perform for free. Thinking back, like wow,
Yeah,
I used to get on an Amtrak
In
Texas.
To Texas. I mean, but look, man. I mean, it's part of that grind though.
So crazy looking back. Like I would never travel for free now, ever. Like I won't even go to fucking Anaheim for free. Like, what? Like,
That's up the street.
that's down the block.
I ain't gonna lie.
Back then, that shit was. I'm thinking about that era. Like it was. If you didn't grind through that era, like you're probably not around right now.
And me and you both know there's a lot of people that's not around.
You had to love this shit.
You had to really want it. You had to really see the light at the end of the tunnel. Like
That's why Currency and Wiz was so important. Because there was a lot of rappers in their era that's not around no more.
That you couldn't even remember their names, let alone find them
I
on
used
any
to think
DSPs.
Yellow Wolf was super cool.
Well, Yellow Wolf had another problem, but anyway.
Wiz brought him on tour.
Yeah,
Big Crit was super cool.
everybody in Slaughterhouse.
Super cool.
Yeah.
I used to love rap so much at that point. I still love it, but
Yeah,
I used to love rap so much. Like even if you was like baby coming up, like
Yeah.
I knew you who you was your manager was.
Yeah.
I knew everything about people. Like I was I'm still am a nerd, but I was different with the
Yeah.
info game. Like I
Yeah.
knew everybody's manager, like, who they fucking associated with, like how they got to this point.
which is hard because the internet was not that telling back in the day.
I was on it. Like early action Bronson, I was on that. Like I was
Man.
on it. Like I was on it, bro. Like that's why I get it. Like I get why shit's working now and why shit didn't work back then either.
Yeah, I mean, it was a clear cut reason, especially too, just how people just went about dropping, and people really cared about rollouts back then too. Like that was a real thing.
Hell yeah.
Like it wasn't just like, oh, I dropped.
You had to have your shit.
Nice.
Even if it was like Wale always had good ass rollouts to me.
He did. I feel people hate him so bad, and I can't see why. I enjoy him.
They need to go back and listen to Mixtape About Nothing.
They need to listen to Falarin.
shit's
Falarin was
great.
insane, and Nipsey Hussle's on that album. Like,
Nipsey Hussle got hella shit too. He was dropping like a motherfucker back then too.
he was people.
He was a blog era rapper.
He was signed though. He was signed early, but
Yep.
but I feel like again, the story goes, he was turned away after he got off the label, and it's like, yeah, what I mean. But between I feel like California had a lot of really, really, really independent artists.
Blue in Exile.
Yeah, man,
They was going crazy.
it's a
Pac Div.
yeah. What happened to that?
Like makes beats. He's on my last project.
Yeah,
And I'm on Mib's next project. We got a song called Sketches.
crazy.
And the other dude is super good too. He's a great rapper. I forgot his name. But he's a great rapper too. Everybody's still doing it. They just need like a little
Push.
little fire.
Just a little. Just get out there. You know what I mean? But I mean, some people get stuck in their ways.
Cool Kids was doing it. Mikey's still rapping.
Yeah.
Now looking back, I'm like super cool with all the people I used to like listen to. Like what? Them the homies. Asher Roth.
Asher Roth was fire.
That's my dog.
Asher Roth. That's crazy.
I got a song with him. And who else? Who made the beat? I think it was I think it's me, Buddy, Asher Roth. Because they all loved Buddy because Buddy was signed to Pharrell.
Yeah.
So that was Buddy was all the rage.
It was all the rage. I remember that.
That was a good era.
Shout out Fawcett.
Yeah, Fawcett, she was still figuring it out.
Yeah, no, I love Fawcett. Fawcett was the first person I had on the show.
God damn.
Yeah, back when I used to do it out of an apartment. Shout out, you know who you are. I'm not gonna say your name right now. But I used to do it out of an apartment. I love Fawcett. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she's working.
Oh, back on motherfucker though. That's what I'm saying. Everybody that I feel like was coming up out of that, especially I say 2015 and up, everyone's doing great. Or at least
They
for
working.
the most part. Yeah, they're working and it's active. And
You're tired, you're working.
facts.
Like I can't if I see somebody they're not about to pass out from exhaustion,
Didn't do enough.
you still left something on the court.
More.
You gotta pass out. We want to see you damn near pull over and have to take a nap.
Have to take a nap.
That's you're there. Your breakthrough's coming.
It's on the way. Your 10,000 hours is almost over. You know
Fuck
what I mean?
yeah. I felt every hour.
No, man, every hour. Non-stop. It didn't go by fast like they say. It's a painstakingly.
What did we say? 2014 you found my shit? How long is that from now?
It's 2025 now, so that has to be like 10 years. Or at least 50. You know what? Let me.
Yeah, do the math.
Break
I gotta
the
make
phone
sure.
out. Yeah, hold on. So.
It gotta be
2025 minus 2014. Oh, wait, I fucked up. Yo, guys, I'm an idiot.
What is
It's 11 years.
yeah, something got to give in the next
Yeah.
2-3 years. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it was crazy. I mean, even to switch gears. I mean, as of recent stuff, I've been checking in. Obviously, you had the Gil Scott shit that blew up. That's how I was like that's when I really ain't gonna lie. I came back. I was like, oh shit, niggas is still doing okay, cool. Shit got 1 million views. I said, okay, cool. The video was perfect. I said, this nigga's getting some money. This is great. Like, you know what I mean? I got back into it. Heard the Grace Park Legend shit. That was great. I feel like that was such a pivotal album. And then once you drop the deluxe, you have one deluxe that I feel like is the best deluxe I've ever heard. Because it's so concise. It's not doing too much. You didn't want to put mad people on it that didn't need to be on it. Like, shout out to G Perico. That makes sense, though.
He helped me out a lot.
Yeah,
He taught me the business.
Yeah, I heard.
Taught me the business.
Which is crazy. I feel like G Perico is regardless of him getting the super crip thing, he's an amazing guy.
He's well off.
Super. Don't let him trick you. He
always tries to act humble, and he's well off.
He's doing a great job.
Financially stable.
Facts. But, that's why I'm like, yeah, I feel like that album, what was it like making that? Like, just the whole process. Because, I feel like that's really like, anyone that wants to really get into listening to you, I feel like they need to hear that album. If not first, second.
We made that album in so many different places, too. Like, Nico used to just bring the U87 around. People used to be like, you're bringing that around? Like, you just got that shit in a case, like, in the hood? Like, I used to have that nigga record at my house. We used to record at the homie, at the other homie's house. We would record at, this is before he had his studio, too. Sometimes I even would drive to, like, Corona. We would record at that house.
Jesus Christ.
We would record anywhere we could for that album, like literally. I remember I made that Grace Park Legend, the song Northside, in the homie's living room. I wish I had the footage.
Jesus.
I have the footage of Nico actually making that beat, though.
That beat is amazing.
He made that beat on like a push.
Oh, really?
On
like an MPC thing?
Like Ableton push thing. A machine push, one of those.
Yeah.
But he made that beat for me and then called me and was like, yo, I got this beat. He was like, but I can't play it for you. Like, I can't send it to you. I got it. When I see you, I just need your first reaction, and you're going to write to it. And it's funny because you always got to go with your gut. Because the first lines of the song, bumps and bruises, scratches and scars, macking and broads, rapping in the back of them cars, that was on another song that I never put out. Just those 4 bars. And Sifu would be like, man, you got to put that song out. You got to put that song out. I'm like, this song ain't hard enough.
Yeah.
And I saved it for that. And then it was over. Boom. That was like the opening lyrics that changed everything. But that shit was a grind. Like, we recorded that wherever we could. Mm-hmm. Anybody's living room, anybody's fucking back house.
Yeah, whatever you can set up.
But I did record that on a good, like, he invested and got a good U87.
That's a car. That's a little bit. That's a car.
Good Neumann.
Yeah.
And an interface. Like,
yeah.
I don't even think we had, like.
I mean, you had to have something nice. We're going to push it through that.
No preamp. I don't even think we had a preamp. I think he probably had, like, an Apollo maybe or something. Like, just
that's good enough. Yeah, that's good enough. You know what I mean? Yeah.
No preamp. We didn't have no, like, compressor.
Yeah. No outboard gear. Just whatever you could. Yeah.
Top. I'm pretty sure Nico was investing in himself heavy, so he had all the shit. But that era was definitely weird because, like, I really didn't think people gave a fuck about Long Beach like that anymore. It was so Compton, Kendrick, L.A. Even back then, Kendrick was very dominant.
Yeah.
L.A., Schoolboy Q, all those guys.
Yeah, them TDE years were insane.
Eating. So when I dropped Grace Park Legend with that video, I remember I had to, like, get all the pictures from the video from my mom, and she was like, you make sure you bring them pictures back. A lot of them pictures is, like, irreplaceable.
Yeah.
It's pictures in that video that I don't even know who those people are. Like, it was a funeral in the video scene. I don't even know whose funeral that was. Like, to this day, I'm like, who the fuck is that person?
Just who the fuck is that person?
I was taking pictures next to. I'm like, who the fuck is this? I don't even know. There's probably people I didn't even know like that. Like,
but fuck it.
Just worked for the video.
It made it sense though. It did what it needed to do. Because I feel like when it dropped, I feel like a lot of people covered it that weren't like people that you would think would cover it. Was, you know what I mean? So I was like, oh, okay. And I'm like, okay, let me. And I remember listening to that. I was like, okay. And you, oh, the deluxe. Oh shit, it was great. That's I'm like, but then. Not for some reason, but you then, you have 2 or 3 other projects that dropped after that, right?
I have a few.
Yeah, there's one, not before we get to the one that just came out, but there's one that came up before that, and again, can't remember the name of it, and because it's like an orange cover, and then because I listen to it all the time, and I can't remember the name of it, but
Is it Flowers Before the Grave?
it's after that, so it's not it's like a rap, it's like a super rap one. It sounds like Alchemist beats.
Oh, it's Mike and Keys one. Hugh.
Yeah, that shit is insane.
Mike and Keys did that one.
Yeah, that shit is insane.
It's like a drawing. It's like a back of a car or some shit.
Yeah.
Nah, that shit is stupid. I thought that shit was gonna take me out of here.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, no, that's it. It was because you're also one of the I'm the best rapper alive, man.
That was on there. That song.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm like, yeah, you're one of the ones that really stomp it in the ground, and I'm like, yeah, if anyone's not paying attention, that's crazy.
I thought that shit was gonna get me out of here when I made that shit. We did a video in Paris for Fashion Week, Lowriders in Paris. Oh my God, we was like, I think that album cost me like, that was like the cheapest album I did too. It was like it didn't even cost that much. A6 paid for the video.
Shout out to Asics.
The Dead Style, the homegirl, she did the artwork. That was like $150. The video was free. Tommy did the video because Asics paid him.
Yeah.
And who mixed and mastered that? I think the homie Davis mixed and mastered that. He's Hit Boy's engineer.
Yeah.
I think he didn't charge me that much either to mix it. It was like 5 songs on there.
Good to have friends.
Yeah, that was a good one. And
Yeah.
I think he was trying to show me like he could mix and master.
That's another thing too. Yeah, But
he did that for me for damn near free. So that was like a project. Mike and Keys didn't charge me for the beats. They just wanted splits. They hit me like after the shit was out.
yeah,
What's up with the splits? Like, fuck, I'm already making money on this shit. Like, damn it.
yeah. Okay.
Break them off some splits. And yeah, I got free Mike and Keys beats now that I think about it. After post Nipsey.
Hey, things work.
I recorded that. They just sent the beats to us, and we never send people beats.
Yeah, that's the same.
I'm like, shit, let me write to these motherfuckers.
Get them done now.
Knock them bitches out. I don't even know where I recorded those songs at either. Like, where the fuck did I lay them songs down at? That's a good-ass fucking question either. I don't even know where I did those songs at.
I'm sure they'll tell you once this comes up.
I have no idea where I actually recorded those songs, but I know that after I recorded them, I just put them on a hard drive and was like,
This is it.
thank you.
Appreciate it. Hey.
Got it mixed and mastered and dipped.
Yeah, I mean, that's another thing, too. And I think...
I think Eastside might have recorded those.
Really?
One of my guys. I did Living Off the Land with him.
Living Off the Land was insane, too.
That's Eastside. That's like my actual bro. Like,
Really?
That's my brother. Like, he could call me for a verse tomorrow. I'll do it the same day. Like,
That's a great name, too.
Eastside, ESAI.
Yeah. And also, Living Off the Land is an amazing title.
Living Off the Land was us being broke as shit, living check to check, paycheck to paycheck, rent to rent, month to month. And I looked at my situation and I was like, I'm really dead ass. If I didn't grow it myself, I didn't even eat it. Like, it was like, I'm only eating off of shit that I fucking did. Like, I wasn't getting a penny more or a penny less than what I worked for. Like, and it was like not a lot. And like the videos were hella, like the dude Blaine from Long Beach hit me up and was just trying to get his feet wet. And he was like, yo, I'll shoot the videos. I'm like, shit, that's all I need to do. Come on. He shot Rookie Mistakes. Tommy shot Living Off the Land video. And I think we might have shot one more video. But that shit was hella fun. Like, that was a fun album. Like, part 2 coming this year for sure. I'm about to put that shit out this year.
Word here first.
I'm dropping that shit this year. I'm gonna do 10 songs. Fuck it.
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorites next to the Grace Park shit. And then
Living Off the Land is probably my favorite album I put out because that shit was so fun to make. I was barring off on that shit. Rookie Mistakes, performing that shit is so fun. Everybody says it back to me. I had T. Stark, and Cedric like helping me like A&R it kind of like they was like this
Picking
beat
a
is
song,
dope.
yeah.
Half of those beats was different beats. Like that's the first album I did post production on
Yeah.
too. Like
Oh wow.
half of them beats, it's the same verse, but he just switched it
What's the
up.
beats? That's
How
fire.
you feel about this one? I'm like, that one's way better. Like, do that one.
Do that one.
I didn't even hesitate.
Fuck that. I mean, hey, I think what I definitely want people to pull from this is like, I don't think people understand like once you put an album out, the album is just because you did the music. The music is only half of it. You still got to do everything else if you don't have anybody behind you, to help fund it or whatever the case is. I'm like, that's why it's also very important to have a team. You know what I mean? You get some people that are definitely like minded and willing to work for the splits or whatever the fuck. I'm like, that's what matters. But you definitely still got to pay for the album. The album still need to be. There's still things you need to pay for. It's not just marketing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why I tell people now, like, if you get in advance, just buy a studio and get the most marketing dollars you can, because you don't got to pay the advance back. But if you fucking get a studio with the advance, like if you get $13,000
Yeah.
from an advance from somebody, buy the studio, buy it, like buy the distressor, compressor, buy the fucking
Look at
bass
you.
1073,
Yeah.
the Bay preamp, buy the Furman to put it all in the rack, get the fucking speakers. You don't even have to have the best speakers, honestly, but get that fucking Neumann U87 or get the 107. I mean, get the what's the other one? 10 TLM 103. Get the Neumann,
Something.
one of them,
Yeah, one of them.
because then if you ask the engineer to come work for you, he'll probably do a lot of it for free because you have such good gear.
Yeah. He'll want to come through at
He'll
that
be
point.
like, hell yeah. He'll be like, can I mix some shit over here? Like, yeah, hell yeah, come on. Like, you're the studio.
You're the studio, nah, dead ass.
That's what it takes.
No,
Oh no,
what's going on, my man?
how you doing?
What's up? Yeah, no. So I mean, I think that's very important because even segueing to that, you had a song leak, a very important one.
Oh, the Smino one.
Yeah, you had a
Yeah.
joint link with Jid.
Nardi made that beat. I remember that session too. Me, Buddy, me, Buddy, Guap Dad, Smino, Jid, Nardi. We was at EQT or Hard Pink. Same thing.
It's the same building. Yeah. Or same building.
Yeah, same building. I want to say we was at Hard Pink. And I don't even think Jid knew me from a can of paint. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody just kept putting it in his ear like, you might have a little.
Nah, what's the situation over here? Yeah, word.
So niggas was like, okay, like he took that to heart.
Yeah.
And that's why he was like, don't record none of this shit, man. But in the beginning, he was like, said that, but that song was, if I don't know who leaked it, honestly, but because Grippa Jid songs leaked and Smino songs.
It wasn't like it was like 5 or 6 or some shit. It was like
lot.
a list. Yeah, it was a fuck ton.
I'm happy that leaked because that leak is the reason why Create Music and the homie that worked over there,
Shout out Mark.
he fucking found that and was like, oh, you working with these types of dudes? Like,
Get you right.
come on, let me get you some money. And
Now we got the studio at the crib.
thank you so much. That leak was meant to come out. 'Cause
Yeah.
That's what made me that got me a little hot. Like, off of Insta stories. I ain't even posted on my page. Actually, I'm about to put that song on Bandcamp or something.
Fuck it.
Like who can.
I feel like unfortunately, because what Jid is on a major, right?
Majorly.
Yeah, major. So 9 times out of 10, that was probably the best situation because they wouldn't have cleared it. You know what I mean? They
Fuck
wouldn't-
no.
Especially because anyway, but
They not clearing shit. Smino independent now, but he kind of, his verse was a little choppy towards the end.
yeah,
So he probably gonna want to redo it and this and that. It's like,
but hey, that's still a great look though. You know what I
shit
mean?
was
Like,
amazing.
yeah, that's a great look.
Everybody be like, leaks bad. No, leaks are bad if you're the major artist.
Major artist, yeah.
For the guy who's featured on it, like that helped me out so much. And then 2 Smino songs of mine leaked. Me and Smino got like 5 songs. I got 3 of them in my notes right now. And then I try to give him leeway now that he's out that deal. So now I could go back and be like, yo, let's do
this.
some shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I mean, hey, I feel like Smino's always gonna be underrated. He doesn't get enough credit. You know what I mean? But
I wonder why too. Like, why do you think?
I
Every comment I see on him is like he
it's
should.
because I would say he's not consistent. That's the problem. He's just not consistent. I don't know who's in his ear telling him, "Do not." I would love to have you on the show. We could talk about this.
Nah, he's
You know?
he's down. He's probably gonna be down.
Yeah. So I mean, he's just not consistent enough. And I feel like and the thing is, I'm a big Smino fan. I like Smino, but the problem is that whoever is A&Ring his stuff is telling him the wrong thing. Like, we like the flow. You're unique. We get it. We like it. But the albums sound the same. You're not pushing the needle. It's the same type of beats. It's you haven't grown. So I feel like that keeps you in a box. You know, the Black Swan shit came out. You had No Name. You had weird 4-minute songs that were all. Now you're just doing regular shit, and it's like, well, it seems like it became a cash grab, and that's usually what happens when they get on these type of things. You're trying to, you're trying to pay their label back or whatever the fuck. I don't know. It can get sticky over there, but I will say you just have to be consistent. Me personally, it's good to see him work with other people because then it gets him out of that box. You know what I mean?
Yo, that dude has so much music too.
I
Like,
believe it.
I be at his crib and he be playing shit. I'm like, God damn, you got hard drives full of shit.
But it's like, what's the point if
He got this like dark ass album about to come out. Hopefully this year. Dark. It's like all like. It's like. I'm trying to say it without giving too much. It's like a dark album though. Like that's the best way. It's like he's doing shit with his voice that's hella like different. He's like barring off.
I believe it.
It's like here's like a 5-8 bar and then it's like 10-15. He's like going up here like
Yeah.
you're gonna have to like
rewind?
run it back. Okay, what did he mean by that? Like, is he saying this? Because even the shit he be previewing be just like shit he
Insane.
made yesterday.
It'd be insane, and then it don't come out, and then it's like, then you get an album and it's not what was previewed. And I get and understand. I do understand that sometimes it just doesn't work out. You can't put that song out. The producer's tripping, whatever the case. But I'm like, my boy, like, and he raps amazing. Burnout. I don't want to take away from him being a very, very, very good rapper.
He's gifted.
Yeah, he's an amazing rapper. I just think being a good rapper and putting together a good album are two totally different things.
Yeah.
And they're supposed to marry, but sometimes it's just one and not the other. So, but yeah, tell him to come on the show.
Nah, I'ma
yeah,
tell
yeah,
him.
yeah.
I'ma tell him.
You know what I'm saying? But no, I mean, but that's why I mean, there's people like you that don't have that problem. You know what I mean? Because I feel like you've also kind of worked out the kinks. You know what I mean? And it's easier to work out the kinks too when you're not being pressured by being on a super crazy high level.
Yeah.
And it's like, I could work it out. So then the ones that do, you put the money into or whatever it gets to sound like the Grace Park shit, it's a flawless tape. It's like, oh shit, this is amazing. And then, oh, he's been making music for 11 years. Oh, this is, and then it's like, oh, well then, yeah, it makes sense. I mean, but I feel like everything happens for a reason. Everything culminates for a reason, if that makes sense.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But before we get out of here, we're talking for an hour. This is great. This is a great. I'm having so much fun.
Nah, this is good.
I hope so. I really do.
This is good.
I hope so.
I don't even like doing like
I know. 'Cause
many shits because people just cash grabby, clickbaity. Like even when I did Bootleg Kev, like shout to Bootleg Kev
Yeah.
for doing that interview, but he took the part where I was like, "Stupid young runs Long Beach," and I was like, I meant like they run the city. I said they run the city, like
Yeah, I seen it.
they run the city, meaning like them dudes like got motion over there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the Mexicans run the city. Black don't nobody run Long
Crazy
Beach.
picture with that fucking thumbnail too.
Come on.
And nigga throw the hood in your face like. I said, oh,
Yeah,
he charged it.
I'm gonna
That's
catch
fucked
some.
up.
I'm gonna catch some flag. But G Perico called me and was like, "Man, as long as people talking, let them talk. Because anything you need, any little."
It's publicity no matter how you look at it. Yeah, because I watched the whole thing. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, oh, this is cool. And then I'm like, it's probably. I swear to God, on my shorty, I was like, they're gonna turn something into something crazy.
Gotta be.
I said there has to be. I said because there's no way you're gonna get out of here and not have. They have to have something. There's something. You have to.
And that's what I'm realizing. Like the growing pains about being in the industry. Like for anybody like listening that thinks they're gonna leave this shit unscathed.
You never do.
Like all of my favorites.
All of them.
Currency had the Dame Dash situation. Wiz had the Warner situation, and he had the Rostrum Records situation. I had the Create situation. They tried to claim some sound exchange that they didn't.
You still with Creed?
Nah, my lawyer just sent the termination shit, so I'm good.
Remind me to talk to you off this because there's Anyway,
They did some things, you know,
always do.
and that's what they're supposed to do. It's my job to be on point, and it's their job to try to outpoint shit.
Outpoint you,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? That's what they do.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're not gonna leave this shit unscathed. You have to own, like, regardless how people feel about Russ, he said you have to own the means to your operation.
Yeah.
That's important because that's my preacher. That's what I'm gonna preach for the rest of my career. Is
Yeah.
like, if you don't own the studio,
Yeah.
you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Like every recording file, like my catalog from 2025 on is like, first of all my catalog is on a hard drive, but everything on here from this point on was recorded like in my corners, like, you know what I'm saying, on my
In your
terms.
field, yeah.
Everything was, the engineer came to me. We don't go to studios no more unless it's like Smino or Jid or Buddy or Guap Dad or like Seafood. It's like somebody that I can call aside from music.
Yeah.
I don't go to studios. Like,
Yeah.
that game,
It's over with.
it's not the game you want to play. If
Yeah.
you're selling drugs right now and you're trying to be a rapper, you better put $1,000 to the side every flip.
Yeah.
That's your distressor. That's your fucking
Your mic, you idiots,
you
yeah.
better, because
Yeah.
if you don't, one day you're gonna need some money, and you could tell somebody, hey, I got studio time. They come to the crib, boom, knock them out, get $50.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm trying to explain. That's why I was put in this industry, is just like, you're not leaving this unscathed. You're going to go on Breakfast Club. You're gonna have to go on Bootleg Kev. You're gonna have to go on DJ Head or On the Radar.
Yeah.
It's something you're gonna do. And if they want to make money, or if they want to, it's gonna sound a little weird, but nobody is going to give you something for nothing. We need something out of here.
Yeah. And if you're trying to get something for nothing, you're a fool.
We need clickbait.
Yeah.
We need, if you're going to put you, why would we just put you on?
Yeah.
It's like On the Radar put on Ice Spice. They put her on, but look what they got in return. Drake came and was on their platform.
Yeah.
You don't, and Ice Spice got a deal. I'm pretty sure they didn't get nothing from that. They get views.
I mean, I think the song. Well, now that they dropped the songs now, so I'm like,
See?
and I'll be seeing it like on like certain artist pages, and I'll be like, nah, because it'll be like On the Radar. I said, oh, the split's crazy.
Yeah, they're not, it's none. That's why you go on there and you spit your own song now.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, nobody's gonna get up there.
I'm learning the game now. I'm like, rap on someone else's beat or get your own. It's like strategic ways that you can only know if you do this shit. You
Gotta
gotta
live through it.
So I'd rather like Create. They did some shit, and I licensed my back catalog to them for a little bit, but I sacrificed my back catalog for my front catalog.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all can have that for some odd amount of years.
But distros do that usually. That's usually how.
Take it.
Yeah, they're smart.
Because the shit I got coming, boy,
Yeah.
I got 5, 6, 7 albums. The years that it took me to accumulate those albums, sell it, license it, keep your masters, and in that same time, now that I got my own studio, I made the same amount of albums, just as quality, if not better, in less amount of time. Because I own the studio. I don't got to go travel to Nico house. I don't got to go here, go there. Yo, 7 o'clock good? Actually, can you do 7:45? I got dinner. I got to do this. I got to do that.
Yeah.
I seen a podcast that said dinner has ruined the best sessions. Motherfuckers be like, oh, I got a dinner at 8, so let's hurry this up. You're not even
there. Yeah,
I be
exactly.
eating dinner at the studio and ask the engineer, yo, go in the kitchen. There's some more in there. Like,
Exactly.
that is like Gillian Wallow say, man, that's $1 million worth of game. Like they always say that, but I feel like they need people like me to still be in the trenches to be like, hey,
Yeah.
you don't want to play that game with nobody. You don't want to. You hear $40 an hour. Okay, now think about if you're in the studio from 8 to 12, like.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then and then what? You're a workaholic.
Yeah.
If you're good,
If you got it. Yeah.
it's a lot of money, man.
I mean, hey.
And you got to get your shit mixed and mastered. Like my engineer, the team I built, my engineer is so damn good. He's mixing as he's tracking. He's like taking breaths out and
doing the whole thing.
because he works at Pulse and he works at Chalice with Hit Boy.
Where's that Pulse?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So he's like playing. He does like pop shit at Pulse, and then he does like more street shit at Chalice with Hit Surf Club. And then when he comes to my house, it's like, oh my God, this is a walk in the park. You're doing fucking 3 tracks. It's a main, it's a fucking in and out, and a fucking ad lib.
And about the door.
And it's easy.
Yeah.
Easy peasy. So it's like, and the beats I'm rapping on now are like Rohan, who's like Rojo, who's like my main producer. He's like, he makes beats with the intention of someone rapping on them. Do you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like so much space. May not be a snare on this one. So when you load it in the stems, shit is fucking beautiful. Just turn down, turn down a few of this. This is where Huey got loud. Turn it down here.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my God, it's so, and he's so organized. Everything is like, oh my God, it's beautiful. Like all the growing pains that I went through to get to this point is because to these moments where it's like I have my own studio, my own space. God forbid I start my own label.
Yeah.
You can't even, like, kids be starting labels with the LLCs and shit, don't even own the recording equipment, so you're not a recording label. You're not a record label.
You're not a record label.
Where's your records? You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm starting my own imprint this year. I partnered up with a vinyl company, a vinyl plant in Pasadena. I'll give you the connect to that. Those are my guys.
Yeah.
I partnered up with a vinyl plant. Boom. So I get all my shit pressed. I'm an actual record company.
Yeah.
I partnered up with a warehouse and fulfillment company who I drop off the vinyl or merch or whatever to them. They take a cut and just fulfill all the fucking orders. And it's in Signal Hill, so I don't gotta fucking.
Down the street, yeah.
The vinyl plant is in Pasadena. The fulfillment warehouse is in Signal Hill. And then I have a full staff, like a engineer, graphic designer. They're best friends. So the engineer and the graphic designer, the producer Rojo, and then whoever else is in my arsenal of producers. Like it's like as many as I can handle. Boom. Those are all like people that I fuck with. And then a business partner who's in the sports podcasting industry named Trayvon Edwards. So we mix all those together. Then I'm partnered up with this company called July, who that's my boy Tommy Knowles. He has a store in Mid-City, but he's a producer. He does all the video production that you've seen of me recently. And I put all these people together with my associates and buddies and the guaps, and then when it's time to put out a project, okay, cool. I'm recording the project at my house. It's getting mixed at my house.
Yeah.
The graphics are getting done, sent, okay, approved, boom. Or I go take a photo somewhere with somebody, boom.
Yeah.
Boom, that's out. Oh, the vinyl. Now I could get the vinyl. Okay, the shit's done. Okay, let's send these final masters in with the cover art. Let's get the vinyl done, made in like 2 weeks. Let's expedite it. Let's have the vinyl before the shit even comes out so we don't got to do no pre-order shit. And then we could ship out the shit. We could ship out the vinyl before the record even comes out. Like, okay, y'all, before I even put this bitch on streaming now.
You got the record, yeah.
Here's the record. Come hear it on my Bandcamp. Now I'm kind of getting like moving forward. This is how the future of music is, like tangible item first, and then you put the passive listeners hear it on Spotify and shit. Yeah. Because I'm not making a dime off of streaming. That's not happening unless one of them songs hit a couple in the streams.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we could double back and like
$300.
and then they'll give me like a Sprouts
a gift card.
Yeah, here.
Here, thanks.
You know,
Appreciate
it's
it.
like they're giving away fucking, like you said, here's a gas card. They might as well just give away shit that we actually
we
about to
need.
spend it
Yeah,
on.
exactly. Like,
So-
cause having to wait fucking forever for the check, you know what I mean, for this shit to clear and all that. Yeah, it's fucking extra.
But I actually do like the streaming better than the hot new hip hop media link.
Yeah, I mean,
How were we ever? What model? How was that model ever gonna sustain?
it wasn't because it was. I mean, and a lot of it was, especially now that rap is very saturated and everything else, and a lot of a lot of good talent and bubbling talent. There's been so much goddamn gatekeeping and all types of you not getting on it. It'd have been a whole Tyler Creator Dope Boy shit all over again. Nobody would ever be anybody. So yeah, it makes sense because it wasn't going to.
Now, if we could just get, which would be insane, but if we could get 80 cents a stream,
It'd be worth it.
what the meme say, it was like me if I got $1 a stream and homie in a gold car. It's like, bruh, we would all be fucking gazillionaires.
I mean, at that point, because I mean, but it's I don't know.
Then everybody would. But here's the thing: the barrier of entry would be so. Everybody would be like, "What? That's how much I get in a stream? Okay, boom! Like, make a farm. It'll be 30 laptops in one building, all playing one song. Like,
Yeah.
it would have to be way more secure.
Well, you know, they do the thing for YouTube now. Like, you can't, people that have YouTube farms, they'll just run their like watch time up. Now they're catching them. So now, like, if it comes from like, even though you're using whatever, it's like the timing that it takes for. So now, like, they're getting smart to it too. So I said, well, shit. If streaming might do it too, because I know some people out there don't got them. You know what I mean? The type of shit. So yeah, you ain't wrong though. You're not wrong.
Them organic views got to be up.
It's like the Instagram shit. Like, you know, having 400,000 followers but only getting 20 comments. It's like that's not making sense. Like, you know what I mean? It has to make
Got
sense.
these fake ass comments, fake views. It's like I used to mess with this girl. She used to have she got 1 million followers, and then all her she'll post a picture of her like a selfie, and it'll be 300 views. 300 comments. Like, so pretty. It's like, are you like tailoring each comment to like, okay, this one's a music comment. Now they should all be pretty. This one is a fucking selfie. They should. It's like, girl, we know that you're buying views. It looks good when you meet people for the first time. Like, oh my God, she has a following, and then you put out that ticket link or that merch link.
You got all the merch still.
Yeah, that shit's sitting around. Like, you know
Your
what I'm
merch
saying?
is fire.
That shit is like actually like that's why I had to hook up with the fulfillment company because that shit actually like if I do it right, every time I do it right drop, like give them time, preview it, make a sample, like that shit goes.
Yeah.
And I got to be like, "Oh shit, like these 100 people want this shit in less than 2 weeks." Like, god damn, I underestimated how much.
If you don't, yo, he stole my money. Da, 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 da. Yo, I'm saying
It's happening.
Oh, I believe it. But you had, you had really, really good merch.
Yeah, that shit was like,
Yeah.
And I didn't even know the merch game. I just learned it this year.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I never knew no games. I was just doing it. Like, the merch game now,
Yeah.
one color, one location. That's it.
That's it.
All these 3 color, because if you try to more than 3 colors, now we got to DTG it. DTG.
So you want to explain because people don't know what that means.
Yeah, design a garment. So if you want to make money, why do you think if you go look on Yeezys.com right now, one color garment, black, one color. This is 2 color gray.
Yeah.
No more than 3 colors.
Yeah.
Because every color is a different screen. You got to make the screen. If you want to screen print your graphics so that they last longer, because if you DTG it, design to garment it, like if you got the American flag, or not even, I'm gonna say if you got a rainbow on your shirt, that's how many colors is on a rainbow. They have to digitally print that on your shirt. Yeah. So after 5 washes, that shirt is done.
That's it.
It's like, it's crackle. That's why you see like certain tees, it's like, was it really worth it? Like, now they're not going to go back and buy your shirt again. Or it could be your thing where they want to buy it again. Or depending on how hard the design is. I always say, like, if it's for a show or a tour tee, do it.
Yeah.
You know, DTG it all day. But if you want to sustain this shit,
they make it more than a merch.
And they taught me that. Like, the company I'm working with called Stocked out of Long Beach, Signal Hill, they taught me that. Like, yo, when we send you the production invoices, we don't get extra money from you having a crazy color design. Like, I hope you know that. We have to pay to make that.
Yeah.
So, like, if you want to, and we got to make 30 screens to do, so if you want to come and, like, have Long Beach City College flip in white on a black shirt and then black on a white shirt, that's probably going to, and if you, and once you start thinking, like, a lot of people design for flyers or stickers. There's different levels of graphic designers. I have a garment designer that works with us. He's a specialist at garments.
Yeah.
He can put one crazy design, one color, white tee, get paid.
Get paid, yeah.
Like, the T-shirt probably costs $3, $2, Shockaware, Pro Club, maybe a little more. And then one screen, $40 for the screen. And then you got the screen for the rest of your life.
Yeah, exactly.
You got the screen.
Yeah, you're holding it. Yeah.
It's here. You could take that to another factory. They put the shit on there. Now it's in yellow.
Now it's in yellow.
Now it's in blue. They got to clean it off. That's probably the most they charging you for.
Yeah.
Do it again. So it's like, that's why it's important in the merch game to learn that. One design, one location, meaning here. Don't try to make it, okay, here, then put it on the back too.
Yeah.
Unless you're going on tour and you can guarantee you're going to make that money.
Yeah, exactly.
And try not to do the pre-order shit. Just do a test run, see what sizes are going the most, and then make that many next time. Or spend the money. Either way, what I'm trying to get to people to understand is you're going to have to spend the money.
Yeah, no matter how you look at it.
Stop smoking. Stop drinking. Stop going out.
And focus.
Nobody cares how high you are. Nobody gives a fuck how fucked up you were last night.
Facts.
Your merch is trash.
Facts.
Your vinyl, you can't afford vinyl production costs. Yeah. And you don't have a good enough relationship with the producer for him to want to just give you a split.
Yeah. To the point where it's like,
So if you're like fucking 18, that's the best advice I could give. Especially if you're a fucking kid.
Yeah.
Like, shut the fuck up. Stop smoking. Stop drinking now. Cold turkey, cold chicken, whatever bird you fuck with. And stop, because you're going to start thinking, like, every time you spend some money, you're going to be like, damn, I could have spent that on a photo shoot. Damn, I could have spent that on a mic. Fuck, I could have spent that on this. Like, what am I doing? Why am I going out to eat with this girl? If she loves me, if she fucks with me, every girl that ever fucked with me was happy with the park.
Yeah.
Rally burgers.
Shout out to Rallies.
Held me down many dates. Rally burgers at the park with the picnic.
The whole shit.
That's what's cool. And then it's up to you now to kind of like
do what you gotta do. You gotta
if
finesse.
you even should be doing that.
You might be in the crib now.
If she like has her own crib, has a car, and is like resourceful, cool. She's an asset.
Facts.
That's what I wish I would have did. I wasted a lot of time with people that had no direction. We weren't even going in the same direction. Like, she was clearly going left, you were clearly going right. And it's like, bruh, you need to be fucking with girls. Like, if you're a rapper, fuck with a DJ. Like, that's...
Thanks.
If you're an MC, you should be dating a female DJ.
Yeah.
That's kind of... Or, like, a graphic designer.
Yeah, something that's going to help you out in the long run.
Because you're helping her out. You're like, when you wear that shirt she designed, she's going to tell people, I designed that shirt. Yeah. Oh, wow, you designed that shirt for Huey? Hold on, I want
a shirt, too, yeah.
Boom. Like, oh, you DJ for Huey on that last run? Yeah, okay. Well, I'm going on a run. I could use a DJ. It's like, this is like, it's like timeless advice I'm giving. Like, this, it doesn't matter if this is like 1975.
Still the same thing.
Grandmaster Cash. It's like, or like fucking Logic.
Yeah.
It's like, they're all the same. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like, save your money, man. Like, you're gonna, especially if you don't want to get fucked by it. Cause like, here's the thing: You sign a deal, you don't own the. You sign a record deal, you don't own your masters. I don't care how much you cut that cake. If they sign you, like look at Kendrick Lamar and go all the way to the bottom of his shit on Spotify. It says Top Dog Entertainment / Interscope. They own the masters. He gets the advance to renegotiate. They own the masters.
Look at Snoop. Snoop rather buy Death Row than buy his masters, but he couldn't afford them shits. So yeah, you're not wrong.
You have to go buy the label, and there's still some shit in there.
Yeah.
He can't buy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Master P owns mad shit. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? But I mean, I think it's because you're sober, right?
That's fuck.
Yeah. So I'm like, I think no matter when you figure it out, as long as you figure it out.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's no time limit on it. You're gonna be rapping forever. Look at Too Short. Look at E40. These fuckers are old.
Yeah, 50.
Look at Jay-Z. He probably got an album done right now. Kanye's 47. I'm 32.
Yeah.
You know, so if he's 47 and he's about to drop Bully, like,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, fuck, I got some fucking, oh, God.
Got some time. You know what I mean? I mean, he's a billionaire and he's still rapping.
Nobody gives a, because it's like, once you've seen how quick they freezed his money and this and that, it's like, are you a billionaire or are you just worth $1 billion?
Worth $1 billion. You're just holding on.
Just holding on to this until they figure out a way to get it from you.
Exactly. I mean, at that point.
So your only currency is the people. That's why people be like, why do you care what people think? Why do you care what people think? It's because every time fucking Ye says a fucking crazy comment trying to like do this synergy marketing where he takes two big things, puts them together, and then inserts himself in the middle of it, he doesn't realize he's losing more and more people.
Yeah. Well, right now he lost everybody, but
And then once you do that, because it's still like that. He doesn't. It's like only in America people care about that shit. To be honest, like people in Japan love cancel culture. They wear Sean John. They don't give a fuck. He don't give a fuck. It's America. But here's the thing: once you lose, well, we're not Kanye, so we don't have like India and Japan and Europe and all these people that like are like diehard shit. You are fucking little boo-boo from fucking Indiana.
Yeah.
You're not, sorry to rain on your storm, but like you're not gonna get that big. He came in with Jay-Z.
Yeah. It was destined for him to at least be.
J. Cole came in with Jay-Z.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Jay-Z did a lot for us.
He did.
He overcharged shit. He bought samples. He helped people in many ways in this music industry. He broke down thousands of doors. So for them people to come in with him, it's going to be like right now if Jay-Z was like, I'm championing for you, Huey Briss, like I still wouldn't get to where Kanye is.
Well, I mean, because, it's funny. I was, Herb Gotti had just died. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
And, I was talking to some of the homies. I was like, you got to think, gang. I said, there's a lot of niggas on Rock Nation that you've never heard of that's been signed and probably still signed. You know what I mean? I'm like, you got to think. I said, Herb Gotti was just making beats. You know what I mean? Like, you got to think. And he did certain shit with Kanye, but he started his own shit. I said, imagine he also probably knew, like, oh, fuck, I gotta do my own thing before I'm just sucked in and I can't do nothing. Because it doesn't matter, like, you did 2 records, cool, yeah, great. This nigga did 4 more albums after that you weren't on. It's like, yeah, you need to do.
He didn't do Murder Inc., who knows where he would have been.
He would have just been the nigga that made Can I Live. And you know what I mean? Like, realistically, read your contracts too, kids. Read your fucking contracts, because
give that lawyer that 5%.
just give him, just
What is it?
It's in his language. It's not in yours. You don't
Give
know
him that money. Hire the attorney. They're there. They don't
use ChatGPT.
Oh, you're fucked.
That's what they're saying. Like, that's what, like, ChatGPT try to pressure people to use fucking, you can use this instead of buying a lawyer. No, you can't.
You're gonna get fucked.
They're not gonna put it in the terms that you need it. Crazy man.
They're gonna fuck you. That lawyer wants $1,000. They make money because they have 20 clients that they're doing those $1,000 shits for. 5%, you get $20,000 advance. They're probably gonna negotiate to get their 1,000 off the top and put a letter of directory, so it goes straight to them.
Yeah.
You don't even see it.
You don't even see it. It comes in, you know what I mean?
It's smarter to have that lawyer, and then if you get a deal that's like recurring, let them have that. If Nike pays me $20,000 every quarter, they get $1,000 out of that, 5%. Let them have it.
If you ever need it, at least you ain't got to pay for it immediately. You know?
Let them have it.
Yeah, I don't know. People be
I
trying.
bumped my head doing shit like that too, but hey, I needed that whole dub.
You got to get
I
right.
needed the whole whatever they gave me.
Exactly.
But like that was my karma for all the deals that I got away with back in the day, like all the little shit and all that shit. It was cool. Like I'm willing to bump my head, whatever, y'all got that. But I'm recouping. Like most of these guys, it feels good to tell your mom you signed a deal.
Yeah. But then you got to do the work.
Then you got to spend $7,000 on a good studio. Like a U87 is probably like 4 racks.
Yeah.
3 racks used.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5 distressor. You got to get a compressor, a preamp, a mic, 2 speakers, interface.
And all the soundproofing if you're going that route.
You got to treat the room.
Yeah. The thing is,
Pushing 10.
Like you said, if you get an advance for 13, just know 10 bands of that has to go to the studio.
It's gone.
Yeah, it's gone. It's gone. You know, because there's
You got
no
3 bands to play with. That's why I told you stop smoking weed and stop drinking. And if you get free clothes from a company, go shoot the clothes immediately.
Yeah.
Like, go do it how you would do it, or how you would want them to do it if you had a budget.
Because all they're gonna do is fuck with you more because you shot their clothes.
Send you a box.
Exactly, you're gonna be right, and then you gotta at least you ain't gotta pay for clothes. You know what I mean? Because why? Well, you can
Y'all don't be having relationships like me. I live in L.A. I know the dude who used to work at here and now he worked there. I've been knowing him like how me and you. It's like he been. So if you go and get a fucking deal with iHeartRadio and get the biggest show in the world, who the fuck you think he finna go call first?
Exactly, guys.
He's gonna call us.
He's gonna call the guys.
So it's like y'all not even building these relationships. Y'all didn't hit up Tim and come do the free shit and come lend your data and your likeness to him. Here, take it. I know what you about to do. Mm-hmm. Some people don't move like that. No. That's why they're not where they want to be, because you got to see the value in shit. If somebody gives you some free clothes, shoot them. If you get a studio, if you see somebody, you in a studio, big studio, ask the engineer, yo, I want to record at home. Yeah. What should I get? And write me a list and screenshot me
what it is,
what I should get. Boom. Yeah. And if you go do what he says, then that means you held value in what he said. He's gonna respect you.
And 9 times out of 10, no, there's not. The engineers get treated like shit. So especially you take a little value in their word and stuff like that, you might create a long-lasting friendship.
That's why I got this far, because every time I would go to the studio with Buddy, here's how I got on. I would go to the studio with Buddy. Buddy would get high, do a song, fall asleep. When he fall asleep, yo, what's your name again, bro? Edgar? Man, you really killed this on this. Yo, pull up some beats that you make beats? Pull up some beats that you made. Knock the beats out, knock the song out. By the time Buddy wake up, he's like, what? You guys did a song? Yeah, some quick shit. And then when Buddy goes and forgets the dude's name or whatever it happens, guess what? I got the number. But he's like, yo, can you give me the engineer's number? He know I got the engineer's number.
He know you got it.
Boom, here's his number. So it's like, Buddy's the celebrity that has the name. I'm the nigga that has the gab. We mix that together. I'm more personal.
It's like the Wonder Twins.
And that's how I got on. That's how I met Smino.
Yeah.
That's how I met Cousin Stiz. That's how I met K Tronada. That's how we actually locked in. Like I met K Tronada in Japan first, but that's my dog. But it's like that's how I locked in with these people. I wouldn't be able to get invited to 98% of the events I get invited to if it wasn't for Simi Sims, aka Buddy. Like if it wasn't for Buddy, I wouldn't even have the access that I have. You know what I mean?
I met Buddy one time. Since we're talking about, I met him one time, and it was outside of a studio with Drum.
Drum's my guy. Met him because of Buddy.
I believe they were working, or I don't know, like they were,
Yeah.
yeah. And I was like, that's such a random, yeah, you know what I
Yeah.
mean. So I was like, no, I believe it. That's why I'm like, it's
That's how that shit worked.
I just think you being a huge person for relationships and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I hope people learn something from that because I feel like, especially we're from here, so it's like a lot of people that don't be from here really just be trying to do whatever and I'll fuck over this person because they're gonna get me here. It's like, dog, at some point you're gonna have to see me. There's
high
no
school.
way around. Yeah, there's no way around it.
It's high school, man. I'm gonna see you in the lunchroom, homie. Like, oh, you went to that college? Oh, we got love over there.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I know the teachers that work over here. I'm cool with the principal. Like,
Mm-hmm.
y'all don't know. Like, this shit ain't no music business. This really like all relationships.
Yeah, it's all relationships.
99% of relationships. That's why you be like, why is this fool on and he's not even that hard? It's because, bro, when the mics cut off, the cameras cut off, this fucker's still cool.
No, yeah, and that's niggas don't understand that. I'm like, like not to like Adam. Like niggas think I'm probably gonna cut this out, but niggas think like, oh well, he's like that. I said, bro, he's the same person. I said, but he be doing a little acts and shit like that. He don't always be like that. I said, but leave it up to the media. That's how shit works. Like
media.
What I mean? It's media. But
It's
I'm
like, I'm pretty sure academics probably cool as shit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But he know what get under people's skin and he working it.
And that's the media.
Yeah. I'm
Like, that's why I ask people too, like before, like when I do my mentorship programs and shit, I'm gonna ask people like, do you want to be a rapper or do you want to be a personality or do you want to be famous? What do you want to be? Because if you're really, really good at rap, you'll get all the other shit you want. But
Yeah.
it's not gonna come fast.
Yeah.
It took K-Dot.
Forever.
God damn.
I mean, he was rapping like Lil Wayne.
I can think like it took.
We talk like 2008,
Oh my
2009, 2012.
Dude, it took that man forever. Like, if you would have told the average artist, if you would have put like an artist next to him and been like, you're not gonna get your biggest Grammy shit until 2025.
Made a nigga quit.
And it's 2009?
Yeah. And
Oh my God.
And then thinking about 2025 too, like fuck, in 2000, shit sounds like a Futurama date. Like that shit is crazy.
Like, that's like 20 years. That's like 10 years, 12 years.
Well, if 2014 is 11 years, bring out the motherfucking, so 25,
God damn, bruh.
16 years.
Bruh.
Yeah, yeah.
Bruh.
I would have threw the motherfucking towel in. That'd have been it.
Bruh.
That'd have been it.
Bruh,
been it.
it's gonna take you 16 years to sweep this man.
And that depends on every decision you make up to that 16 years.
You don't own
Anything.
those first. I think he only owned like what, G and X?
Yeah,
That's his first post.
Well, yeah, it's the PG Lang shit. So yeah, it'll be his only album that he probably owns. But he's still in it with Interscope. I don't know how that works.
He needed some bread.
Well, I mean, he got to get ready to start that shit anyway. And I mean, even
it's like,
but not to cut you off, but I feel like you can't, like, it's like a Cash Money situation. If you start from nothing and it's a nigga that got the bread, I can guarantee you there's a million niggas that take a terrible deal. So I just need a platform. That's what niggas is gonna do. Fuck it.
and these niggas not even as hard as a Lil Wayne or a Kendrick Lamar.
So or have the ability to even eclipse it or get close.
You know how much work Lil Wayne do?
Yeah, it's actually insane.
Like, that nigga be working like he don't know it's any other thing to do.
Yeah. I mean, to the point.
You know how hard Kendrick works, bro? That shit makes my eyes salty. Like, thinking about, like, this nigga is out of control working. Think about a Wiz Khalifa. I stay saying Wiz because Wiz is like, people always forget, like, Wiz is wealthy, guys.
Very.
Like, he's out of control working.
Yeah.
Like, and then he's not even as big as a Drake. So think about how much work Drake is putting in. He has a whole album with Party Next Door about to come out. So that means in the midst of the beef, he still had to do this.
Yeah, you still had to do it.
You know, like,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
you still have to.
Yeah. Yeah, you still gotta push it out.
Nobody cares that he has a son to raise.
What the fuck about any of that? Pusha T did, but yeah,
Like, who's behind you right now? Nobody gives
Yeah.
a shit about. She's gonna look back at this like in years and be like, wow, this nigga was really bringing me around this
Yeah.
shit. Like, yeah, nigga, these people don't give a shit about your fucking day-to-day shit you had to do.
they care about right now.
Put the shit out. Is it hard? You should be doing podcasts, bro. Did you do everything in your power to make sure that somebody found out about you today?
Yeah.
Whether it was the dude whose car is getting jumped, the cat owner,
Yeah,
the people. What did you do today? You're gonna tell somebody, yo, I was working with this dude, Huey Briss. Like, it's like you don't even realize how much reputation precedes what we're actually doing. So it's all this to tie it all back together. It's like you want to have as less shit in your way as possible.
no bad.
Unless you're like trying to be like Wiz and you trying to get paid off smoking weed, or you're trying to get like Shabuzi, my homie. He's like
know you're talking about.
getting
Yeah.
paid off of Jack Daniels, like
Yeah.
very strategic move.
Very.
You know, these are like, unless you're thinking strategically with your vices, just stop it,
Yeah.
please, because you're not gonna be happy in the end. You're gonna be depressed. And it's somebody that's gonna be poor happier than you.
Facts all the way around too.
You're gonna be poor
And
and be
mad.
mad because you actually had the opportunity
Yeah,
to be great.
to be something more than just.
It's gonna hurt.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt a lot every time you open your eyes. Every time you look in the mirror, you can't look in the mirror.
It's gonna hurt.
Yeah. Well, guys, I hope everyone at home. This is it. I hope everyone watches this hour because it's very important. You know what I mean? I think I want to choose my words correctly. But, this is, like I said, this is someone that's embodying everything that he's saying.
Oh yeah.
This isn't just like, what is he doing? He's doing exactly what he's saying. You know what I mean? And I hope the people that want to start whatever it is, either be graphic designing, making shirts, whatever the fuck, these are all universal steps, tools to get to where you need to be. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, we're getting to the end of this. He'll be back on. This is
All great things must come down.
and this, like I said, this is somebody that I think I've called a friend for a while. You
Yeah,
know what I
this is-
mean? You definitely.
This is not this is definitely not the first. I mean, the last interview I got to do. I got another probably I would say 45 interviews in me for this.
At least, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
45.
46. You know what I mean? Guys, is there any last words before we get out of here?
Make sure you really invest in yourself. Make sure you put your money where your mouth is and put your wallet where your heart is and go and really understand what you're getting yourself into. Whether you're working at Hometown Buffet, just know
Is that a thing anymore?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. My bad.
Oh,
You're only a couple years older than me. That's why I'm like, Emma. I said I remember. That brought me back. That was crazy as fuck. Sorry, I've never I hate interrupting people when they talk, but like that was like.
Nah,
what,
that
nigga?
fucked me up too because
Yeah.
I was at the thing because at a
like Radio
buffet
Shack.
it's a lot of fucking food. Like
Yeah, it used to be a lot of fucking food, but I think COVID killed it because who the fuck's gonna go to a buffet and people's hands is on shit.
I don't trust it either.
Yeah, I don't trust it either. But
No matter where you work at, basically you're gonna be working.
Yeah.
And you might as well be doing something you really love to do and understand the business of it and understand you're gonna get fucked somewhere down the line. It's just what happens.
can't leave without a bruise, at least.
So love what you do, man. I should respect what you do more than anything. Like how you respect your grandma. And then I should have double back and give you what you want. And half the time it don't even feel as long as what it is. So
Not wrong. Well, guys,
nice words.
this has been Life and Times with Huey fucking Briss, guys. All his music in the bottom in our Discord, or not Discord, in our oh my God, Spotify fucking playlist. Go get it. His new album's out now. All that. Bow.
Hey, I can see it from the front. Sitting by the bar while I'm sheafing on a blunt. You got a man, so what? We gon' just dance, he ain't gotta know nothing. The good girls, no fun. I need neck on the first link, no pun. Strap up tight, we don't need no sun. Pack up your stuff and leave when you're done.